Hey everybody, this is iLad, and I am still making videos, sort of. Uh, there's been a lot going on around here. COVID has swept through my family, which everybody's recovered well enough now. I've been really busy with all kinds of stuff, and basically when it comes to recording, I either don't have the time or I don't have the energy. So it's been a while since you've seen much from me. Today is just going to be a short video, just like every other YouTuber you've seen who has a City Skylines series. I'm going to do a little close look at the announcement trailer they just released today, as of the time that I'm recording this. I'm very excited by this new DLC that they're promising. Yeah, so let me back up to the beginning here, and we'll look and see what we can find. So, right away we get talking birds. That's obviously a new feature in the DLC. No, I'm kidding. So we have this glass roof. It's cool. Sure, yeah, it's cool. I'm much more excited about all the buildings that are covered in various forms of street art and murals. All right, so we're up here, just an easy to overlook building up here. In sort of the upper left. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure that whatever it is going to be awesome. I love the very curvilinear look of it. We've got a couple new food truck assets. We've got some playground and gazebo stuff going on. A neat fountain here in the middle. I really appreciate the look of what I'm guessing are apartment buildings. Just the really stacked look of them, I think I love it. I really like that look. In the back here, we've got this large monolithic thing that's mostly black with some color highlights. I think that looks really neat. No idea, of course, what it's going to be. Just a lot of these new buildings, I really appreciate the look of them. And I like that we've got some streets or, other networks here that they have more texture to them other than just the asphalt. And of course, we're going to get a better look at those. This is really cool. It's obviously an asset that can plop onto a pedestrian pathway. And that is one of the big features of this DLC is pathways that can actually have zonable squares on them, zonable tiles, whatever you want to call it, as well as taking ploppable buildings like this one. All right, so they're spending a lot of time showing off their glass roof here. It's cool. Modern City Center, I guess, was when they introduced translucent building elements, and yeah, it's nice to see them doing more with it now. I guess it's hard to get super excited about it, for me at least, but it's a nice asset. All right, so we have the major feature that I think is going to excite most people, and that is your pedestrian streets. So clearly, these street width networks are more for foot traffic than anything else. Also, clearly, you can see down here that a standard vehicle road is sort of ending into it, and it's got this arrow pointing to the left, and that indicates that at least under the right conditions, or for certain vehicles, vehicles are going to be able to actually travel on these, and we're going to see that later in the video for police cars. I don't know if other vehicles are going to be able to do that or not. Here we've got a better look at some of the new buildings, including that black one with all the colored stripes that I was pointing out earlier. That just looks really nice. I really do love that. Just as a covered plaza, the glass roof is nice. I don't know why they keep treating it like it's a centerpiece. I have a hard time seeing it that way. Like a centerpiece of the DLC, I mean. Alright, so this is, I think, that same dark building, and you can actually see a playground, pre-K, daycare, preschool, something going on down in here. It looks like a lot of kid-focused assets. It's hard to tell if that's just going to be like a built-in part of the building, or if it'd be really cool if we could somehow influence that, like customize that, but I don't see that actually happening. Here in this wider view, you can see that a lot of the street art does get reused a lot on different scales of buildings. That's cool. I like it. Again, just adding a lot of color to the city is a good thing. Here we see is that a hearse? It looks like a hearse waiting to turn through the retractable bollards onto this pedestrian street. So that's a service vehicle that's definitely going to be able to use the pedestrian roads. Here we have another glass roof asset. Looks like it's got some kind of little, what is that, market stalls, benches? I guess that's about the right height to be a, I don't know, bench and planter combo maybe. I love this sculpture right here, is really cool. The frozen froyo place maybe, right here. Very nice, very nice. I like it. All right, this is probably my favorite single screen in the video. And then right here we have what looks like our very first official parking lot asset released from the studio. I hope that's what it is, because I would like to see lots more parking lot assets. Of course, you know that I did some custom ones in the in-game asset editor for a recent video, but the idea of actually just having some ready to go, man, that's awesome. We also have a bus-only street. Like the whole street. It's not just dedicated bus lanes, it's only bus. And that is nice to see as well. Can't help noticing that the retractable bollards do not cut it off. So I don't know if that's a priority that's settable or if it's just going to be that way. But it's kind of an interesting moment there. So here the bollards have retracted to allow a service vehicle through. That's good. This looks really nice, and I never play with nighttime turned on, but for those who do, they're really going to appreciate stuff like this, I think. Like that is really pretty. All right, now we've got our splash pad type plaza area. That's really cool. I love the chess tables out here. And then the transit assets are really cool in the back there. I don't know if they're new for this one. I don't know all of the new ones from Vehicles of the World all that well. So this was labeled in the press release, like press kit. It was labeled as a marketplace asset, and so it looks like you've got a couple levels of pedestrian mall going on. And here's that same art that we've been seeing in blue and yellow. It's recolored there, so that's interesting. They have some variations on the same theme. Nice playground. That might actually... Is that vanilla? That might be. So they talked about pedestrian streets and pedestrian zones. Let me pull up the official press release real quick, and we'll have a look at that. All right, so here we are. Introducing pedestrian zones, specialized districts, service buildings, and more to expand city management gameplay. So just kind of skipping down, they're going to be releasing on all platforms simultaneously. $15. I will absolutely be a day one purchase for that. They have not released the actual release date for it yet, so I guess they're still fine-tuning bits of it and making sure everything's lined up properly. On their dream on-foot experience, as well as adding different district options and city service buildings. Eliminate noise and air pollution. Pedestrian streets, car-free areas, modern plazas, walkable cities. Something that a lot of people have been begging for forever. Place pedestrian streets in your city like any other road and create new green city centers free of most vehicles and pollution. Very cool. Pedestrian zones and new policies. Activate 3 zone-specific policies for your city, including slow driving. All roads in the pedestrian zone except highways get a speed limit of 20 miles an hour. And they keep using this phrase pedestrian zone. I'm curious to whether that's going to be a separate area that we can draw, or whether that's going to be applied to existing districts, like neighborhood zones. I don't know. All roads in the pedestrian zone except highways get a speed limit of 20 miles an hour, so highways will still be speeding through, and this is going to help sort of push people to use alternate modes of transit, even where driving is allowed. So that's really cool. Sugar ban increases the average lifespan of citizens in the pedestrian zone but decreases their happiness. And this is where I was really questioning, like, so is the pedestrian zone a separate district similar to parks or industries that have their own ordinances? Or is this just synonymous with district here? It's hard to tell. Like, sugar ban, why would you specifically limit that to a pedestrian district area? I don't know. That's weird. Street music increases happiness and noise pollution in pedestrian commercial zones. That is really, really cool. I love that idea. District specialization. We added 3 new district specializations, and this I think is confusing a lot of people, including me. Offices, high-density residential and high-density commercial zones. Each specialization features 24 new modern wall-to-wall buildings, and that's a lot of those new assets that we were seeing. City service buildings. Service buildings are important, but how about awesome-looking service buildings? Connect them with pedestrian zones by matching their visual style and provide services that contribute to good happiness values. Yeah, cool. So can we or can we not connect existing city service buildings to pedestrian zones? I don't know. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. Either way, it'll be nice to have more variety with the services, no matter how you look at it there. Accompanying the release of Plazas and Promenades are 2 content creator packs and 2 radio stations. Inspired by the American design movement of the same name, Mid-Century Modern grants players sleek and stylish residential growable buildings. Let us have a look. Alright, so Mid-Century Modern, we have... I'm just going to quickly flip through these. Yeah. Yup. That's Mid-Century Modern, alright. Yep. Nice. Nice. Nice looking buildings. This, I'm guessing, is going to be a unique. That's really cool. Yeah. And then there's also Seaside Resorts. Again, I'm just going to be quick here. These are period-themed buildings from American resort towns. It includes a retro-looking train station here. I like that pier. That pier's pretty neat. I don't have strong feelings about this one, this content creator pack. I'll get it, but I'm not hyped for it. The kit's okay. It's alright. It's stylish, but it feels to me like it has very limited use, right? Yeah. So let's head back to the release page. All right, Seaside Resorts, that's what we just finished looking at, brings the spirit of the classic seaside resort towns, boulevards, and piers that flourished in 19th century America and city skylines. Yeah, or 2 city skylines. Yeah, nice. And then there's a couple new radio stations that, you know, whatevs. And depending on what the total price is, I may or may not get those in the bundle. I think I'm probably going to skip the bundle and just get the DLC and the 2 CCPs. So, yeah. Anyway, a lot of exciting news coming up. Thank you for indulging me with this video as a quick record. I don't have time right now to actually sit down and do what I planned for today, which was an actual gameplay video. I am ready to do some more gameplay videos. I gotta have the time and the energy, and so far it's been hard to line both of those up. So thank you for staying with me. If you haven't already, you can check out my City Skyline series. There are more videos coming, even though it's been a few weeks. Okay, I am prepped and ready. I just gotta make it happen. But look back on my channel for more of those in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. And subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be nice to see you back again. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.